What's up, all my creepy paranormal fanatics out there? Welcome to another Saturday Night Scares. I don't want to do that too much because I don't want to end up waking my baby with nightmares. So that's that one. Welcome to Saturday Night Scares number 40. We made it to number 40, guys. How crazy is that? Been doing this channel for almost 3 years. And you know, a lot of times when you reach a milestone, you know, even if it's something as minute and as you know, not as humongous as this, it's still a big deal to small-time YouTubers like me, because, you know, it shows how determined I am to deliver you content, even if I don't get a lot of, you know, positive reception. You know, that I want to make sure that I still do the best that I can. So, with that, we got 6 new videos tonight. Unfortunately, none of them are going to be chills. I did a quick scan of his 2 videos because they didn't look like they were paranormal related, and while some clips did have some relevance to the paranormal, the thing is that I've already reacted to these videos when I went through the quick scan of them. I've already reacted to those, so we're not gonna bother with those ones this time around. So instead, we have 2 from Slapped Ham, so that's gonna be fun. Now we're still gonna do the Chozo's side channel top 15. I still have, we're still going to react to that one. So, you still get some chills semblance tonight. Oh, yeah. Nice cold water on a cool, almost summer night. Can't beat it. Alright. So, our first video is actually from top 15. It's the top 15 scary videos that our freaking viewers have. So, for the let's go ahead and turn on display. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. And let's jump right in to the scary.
15. These friends are talking in the kitchen when someone else pulls up a chair to join them. The only problem is, no one's there. When one of them finally notices that the chair is a full 2 or 3 feet away from the table, he's so startled that he doesn't even close the refrigerator. He just wants to get away fast, which is a realistic reaction for sure.
That chair move.
Of course, no one else in the group believes his bizarre story at first, but when they see it for themselves, their scared reaction are as legit as can be. I'll add that the fear and surprise on his face is readily apparent here too.
Chair move. You got say?
All of them are trying to come up with a rational explanation, and the best answer they have is that the man in a white shirt is somehow causing it to happen. It's true that the chair only seems to move when he is either approaching it or standing nearby. Just when they are beginning to calm down, a final event seems to confirm their suspicions.
Something's wrong with you, bro. Something's wrong with you.
Let me know what you think is happening here, and if you think this is a prank or the early stages of a spiritual possession. Number 14.
If it is a prank, then it's quite clear that his buddies are not in on it. Whether or not he is, though, because, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I have my doubts about the authenticity of that one, because he didn't seem as freaked out as his friends were. Plus, why did he have a camera there to begin with? That was set up.
A YouTuber named Elton Minea Severo is recording a webcam video. When a phone call interrupts him, it looks like he might sense that something is nearby when he is talking, but he is too distracted by the conversation to give it much more than a moment's thought. As soon as he hangs up the phone, a white moon-shaped face peeks in from around the corner. It surveys the room for a bit before ducking down and leaping out of sight when Elton turns around, at which point you can momentarily see some kind of weird body with short arms and legs. There is a chance that all of this could be edited, but before you immediately think this is fake, keep in mind that it was recorded in 2006, so pretty much all webcam videos looked grainy like this. If anything, this was a pretty high quality video for its time, especially considering YouTube was less than 2 years old when it was uploaded, so who knows what it could have been. Number 13. If this video doesn't get your heart...
I don't think it's edited, but that's not to say that it's real either. That could have just been a buddy of his in a mask or holding a puppet.
Heart racing. It certainly did for this guy. His name is Daniel Stanley, and he gets so pumped up that he can make his heart do this. Watch this and tell me if you know what medical condition this is called. I couldn't find much information on this person, aside from the name and his reputation for being able to make his heart race so hard, it nearly pops out of his chest. So please fill me in about his life if you happen to know more. Number 2.
What the fuck?
12. A man holds on for his life by only one hand.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat with this one.
The other clinging to a red bicycle that he must really not want to drop. After 15 seconds, his grip is loosening though, and he lets out a loud groan before plunging to the bottom.
¡Aguanta! ¡No aguanto! Pues tira la bici, hombre. ¿Cómo va a tirar la bici? ¡Tírala, hombre!
At least that's what would have happened if it was not an optical illusion. The camera person creates this unique perspective by hanging upside down while recording a friend laying on their stomach, as long as the background is nondescript and symmetrical, like this sewer tunnel, then this angle will always look like a sharp drop. Number 11.
It's a brilliantly executed prank there.
A wild dog takes a piece of meat into the corner and devours it in large bites. The dog's ribs jut out, and I'm willing to bet it hasn't seen a meal like this in a long time. It's no doubt willing to do whatever to keep this food, and in a moment you're about to see for yourself. The animal tenses up and then charges the camera. At the 6-second mark, you can see it appears to chomp the fence in an attempt to get to them. Luckily, the cameraman appears to be alright. Number 10. A Twitter user named Daniel Holland recorded this amazing optical illusion, which actually has a logical explanation that I'll get to in just a second.
It's a rooftop. What looks like a streak of like a river right here and all that is actually some rain puddles on a rooftop.
But first, watch as a group of bikers disappear under an overpass 2 at a time, never to return. 12 of them are sucked into the abyss, and the carnage is not over yet. Cars are next. Daniel records full-size vehicles going under. None of them emerge, all seemingly vaporized. When I first saw this video, I knew it had to be done with an editing program, but I was wrong. It's all perspective. Daniel is actually standing on top of a building looking down, so the bottom of this video is neither a bridge or a tunnel, but rather part of the roof he is on. It looks like they are going under and not returning, but really they are simply driving past. Number 9. This man only wanted 3 teeth taken out, but the dentist botched the procedure horribly. Listen to his story and tell me how somebody could accidentally remove every tooth in a patient's head.
My gums with the numbing gel. They took the first 3 that I asked them to, and then they just kept going.
I just don't see how any competent dentist could make this mistake. I mean, what kind of situation requires a patient to have all of their teeth removed? And more importantly, wouldn't the dentist at some point have to notice that they are removing healthy teeth? Listening to his reaction fills me with anxiety. I don't know if I'll ever be able to feel safe during my next checkup. I'm so sorry this happened to him. I hope he is about to get replacement teeth and lead a semi-normal life again.
I don't know how she's gonna look at me, and I don't know how the rest of my friends are gonna look at me now.
Number 8. This YouTuber shakily records their apartment while inspecting every last corner. It's obvious that they no longer feel safe here and want to record for proof. Nothing is out of the ordinary until they silently cross into the bedroom, and that's when the horror is revealed. A girl with long black hair over her face sits crumpled on the floor. Look again and you'll see that even her arms and feet have no detail at all, like a silhouette. When he checks again to make sure he is not seeing things, he's surprised to find she is all gone. Number 7. This
That's
strange
creepy.
sculpture seems to follow you wherever you go. I've seen videos of some statues that can do something similar with their
another
eyes,
optical
but this
illusion.
creature somehow seems to follow you with its whole entire head. There's literally no angle that is safe. Not even ducking down is enough to escape its wide-eyed, unblinking gaze. If anyone understands this optical illusion and wants to fill me in, I'd appreciate it, and I'm sure that other people would also like to know. Number 6. This video was taken by a Redditor's father while they were walking around an old historic building. He claims to have been all alone in the room, and according to the Redditor, their father is a very serious man who doesn't lie about such things. So even though he is alone, he records someone standing next to him in the reflection of the case. They cross behind him and then suddenly are gone. And when he looked back at the video, he saw the arm and blue shirt of someone standing in front of him. I guess this video would be easy enough to stage. I don't think the Redditor would lie about something like this though. Stage.
His arm is missing. Watch. Not that arm, his other arm. Watch.
I don't think the
Where is it?
Redditor would lie about something like this though. Perhaps if this historic building had CCTV, then we could possibly get another angle of this event to finally solve the mystery. Number 5.
It was either an accidental capture or paranormal.
This giant snake is so long that it takes a full 20 seconds to record its full length. And when the camera person finally reaches the other end of the snake, they suddenly become prey. The reptile is already facing them and looks to have been waiting for them for the whole time. The camera person
Cunning.
only has a few scant moments to let out a startled yelp before the reptile lunges straight at their face. Check out its color and markings and leave a comment saying what kind of snake you think this is. I'm hoping we can figure out what part of the world this took place in, and if the snake was venomous, in which case I doubt this person survived. Number 4. A man is enjoying the park in Salford, England, when this unsightly tree gives him pause. Everything looks completely normal from this angle, but then when you get just a bit closer, a grinning symmetrical face appears. This tree does face playground equipment, which provides somewhat of an explanation as to how this all started. I'm guessing some kids must have stripped some loose bark off out of curiosity, which is natural enough, but this gruesome one-eyed expression that settled in its place is anything but. Number 3. This door
creepy.
sounds like a witch, and I'm not even exaggerating. Would you be able to live in a house that made this noise? People in the comments are saying it's possessed or cursed. I'm not going that far, but I'm just saying that if any part of my house even sounds remotely like this, I'm moving far away. Number 2, a YouTube channel.
Explain that. Explain that. I have nothing.
Called Urban Exploring with Cappy is checking out this old abandoned log cabin slowly rotting in the woods. The cabin looks to have been part of a small town built recently enough to have power lines. Cappy and his friends start looking inside the log cabin. They look at the retro interior and estimate this place was abandoned sometime in the 50s or 60s. Though what drove them away from this area is unclear. Eventually, the two friends come across a stepladder leading to the attic that's already been open. It gives them a bad feeling, so one calls out.
Hello? Is there an animal up there?
They didn't come all the way here just to stop now, so Cappy climbs the ladder and takes a look around.
Whoa!
A very loud bang startles Cappy and he jumps off the ladder in surprise. They didn't go back up there to investigate, and we'll never know if whatever made that noise was human, animal, or something else altogether. I've got a challenge for you. Number 1. A 4-circuit CCTV system in Japan shows a woman waiting to get an elevator, but what we're looking at is the woman in the upper right monitor who is about to do the impossible. Did you see it? If not, I'll show you again. This does appear to be at least somewhat edited, especially when you pause halfway through and get that green screen look, but maybe it's just a glitch with the video file, and I need to accept the possibility that it could actually be real. Thanks for checking out this video.
That was... wow. That was kind of creepy. I'm a little bit torn on that last one, for sure. Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm going to go get some more water and take a breather from that, because that was honestly very traumatizing. And it looks like we have some police cars down the road a bit. I don't want anyone to get confused by what that could be, because I can clearly see police cars out my window. Okay. Alright guys, scary videos that you'll not forget.
Hello guys, today we want to take a look at some mysterious events together that you have sent in from all around the globe. Let's buckle up and stay frosty.
The following video was sent to me by Gammy Bear and he found it in the paranormal section of Reddit. The clip was posted by user Lucky1196. He wrote that it was recorded by an older brother who was visiting a theme park with his younger one. Our cameraman was filming the experience for their family diary and to show friends how fun this evening shaped out to be for the two. However, without the two noticing, something seems to have made it onto this recording that should not have been there. As we can see, there are several passengers along for the ride, but the very last cart is definitely empty. Now, let's take a good look.
I don't see anything. Oh, okay, there it is.
After a few moments, a dark figure appears to be visible in that last cart, but how is that possible? People say that there are many legends about the land this theme park was built on. And that it might be a spirit that was coming along for the ride. Could this be possible? How else are we explaining this? This figure seems to be gone again after the first lap, only to reappear moments later. A paranormal incident, perhaps.
It's creepy, whatever it is. In the woods.
The next video was recorded and shared by the channel Cryptic World. He was out for a hunting trip that day, but it seemed to have shaped into a really unusual afternoon. After scouting out the forest for a little bit, he can spot a creature that he hadn't seen before. His video description reads: "When I reviewed my footage as I started the video, I had him on camera and didn't even realize it at first, because I was looking off in the distance and not looking at my camera. Wow." The man captures a strange dark figure, but what exactly was it?
I had the encounter last time. It was right here behind that trees where he kept poking out before. Okay. I keep hearing these sounds. Also, guys, another thing I need to point out. I don't look at my camera all the time. I look off in the distance because it does help me the way I'm... Whoa, whoa, guys, right there. Right there, guys. What the... And it moved. It moved.
He walked through this stretch of the woods beforehand, and he's pretty certain that no other human person was around at the time. And why would anybody hide behind a tree? In his opinion, this was a Sasquatch-like creature. Of course we can't say if this was a legit capture of his, or if it was just a skit. But it's a pretty interesting recording.
It's hard to say because he was so far away from it. Whether or not it's real. So I'm kind of on the fence with it. Right smack in the middle of real and fake.
User Biberhole69 has shared the following in the paranormal section. I caught a hand on my infant daughter, who was sleeping at the time. It was captured in 2017. I remember when I went into the room, nothing was actually there that I could see. Apparently he thinks that something otherworldly has put their hand on their toddler that night. If we take a closer look, it also seems like whatever is touching the blanket here also has a long and spindly arm. Some commentators speculate that this could be of demonic nature. Is that possible? He clearly states that they never saw anything unusual on camera until that night. So understandably, they were a bit uneasy. What do you think happened here? Is it just a reflection from a window perhaps, or something paranormal?
It could be either of those. Ed Prandov family is incredible. Me and my wife just had our 5th year anniversary. Everything is all well here. How are things going down in Australia?
The following clip was recorded by a home surveillance camera in a family home. It is not the very best quality for sure, but what's unfolding on the material is quite interesting. It was stated that the home this camera is situated in has seen several weird events occur over the years. From shadow sightings to furniture being moved, there has been a lot of really bone-chilling activity. But not only the residents of this place came face to face with the paranormal. Even the family pets seem to have had run-ins with some of these entities. This surveillance video will show us the cat, which notices that something really weird is happening behind the sofa. Some say it appears to be a giant orb. However, the shape seems to morph in size.
That cat is incredibly calm for this situation.
Which makes it really hard to say what's actually going on here.
Congratulations, man. Things are good here. I've been working away from home, but I'm working on making some new vids on PC. I'm thinking of doing one edit of Fortnite on the PC. Ooh. Awesome. Thank you for the acknowledgement, buddy. You've been working away from home. Wow. Some new vids. I'm thinking of doing an edit on Fortnite. Awesome. I'm glad to hear things are going good on your end there, buddy.
But
we should get together in one of these weekends and play some golf it.
Since the cat also notices it, we can be very certain that something else was going on here, and that it wasn't simply just a bug on the lens. Wouldn't you agree? This video was recorded by a channel called Monsterfish 5000. He states that the clip was passed to him by an outside source, by a man who was out one night to smoke a cigarette, when he heard some pretty unusual noises stemming from the distance. Monsterfish also states, this real goblin-like humanoid creature was captured under a rural street lamp near Pitcher, Oklahoma.
Definitely also would like to try to get a group together. I like to branch out more on PC. Would love to have you on to play more PC games, because there's a lot of fun ones. You know, I'm really liking Dead by Daylight, Golf It, Gmod. I know that you're not like really big on Dead by Daylight, but I think it'd be fun if we played it together one of these days.
Oklahoma. It is very similar, if not the same, as the creature I filmed near the river in Ripley, Oklahoma.
What?
We can see a figure in a dark robe with a pale face and pretty pointy ears. It looks at the camera only seconds before the man makes it out of there in fear. This, of course, could merely be a mask of some sorts. If not, he might really have captured a really strange creature that night. Interesting.
Regardless of whether or not it's real or fake, it is incredibly creepy. It's a great capture nonetheless.
The following was shared by a user who was concerned that a friend's doorbell camera might have captured something otherworldly that night. He states that it was captured around 3 AM on December the 5th, and that there was no road in close proximity that could have caused any kind of light reflection. What do we think about this one? Just the light shining from somewhere? Or
My first thought was flashlight, but as it got closer to the back of the car, it started getting smaller and smaller. Flashlights don't do that.
maybe not.
I have no idea what that was.
Now we want to look at a couple of recordings that were shared by security guard Spooky App. He's working in a very old warehouse. For several months, he's documenting strange paranormal activity that is unfolding on the whole premises. He also talks about the story of a young boy who apparently drowned close to this area in the 50s, and that it is believed that his spirit is haunting this area for whatever reason.
Just doing my rounds, checking out the place. I was asked to document any spooky activity going on. I don't really know what's been happening lately, but...
The following are several videos that Spooky could record during his night shift, and it is believed that he indeed came eye to eye with that thing on several occasions.
Legend goes that back in the 50s, there was a boy named Johnny here that drowned before this building was constructed. I don't know why this light's on. It's kind of weird. Johnny? Johnny, if you're here, make a sound to show me that you're here.
Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa.
Oh, Jesus!
He captured something in the darkness here, but what was it? He was really spooked and didn't return to his workplace for the longest time. Until he returned, and a few weeks after that, he posted the following.
What's going on, guys? Making a video. Maybe the last one. I don't know what the that was. Yo! Hello? Hello? What's going on? Hello?
Apparently these doors open, but let me check here. Alright, that door's clearly locked. These doors can't be opened from the outside. Yeah, let me check this door right here. This is clearly locked.
Now, the following video of his is really interesting. After checking one of the emergency exits, there is a loud noise coming from the top of the stairs, and it was at that point that he might have captured something really terrifying.
I'm the only one here today. Don't see anybody down there. Alright, so it's been a little quiet. What the? Holy shit. What's that?
Spooky believes it to be the spirit of the boy that is said to roam the building. Could this be? It certainly looks like a little boy. What's your opinion?
I'm a little skeptical about this one because I'm not gonna lie, that first. Yeah, yeah, that's right here. This first image right here looks either CG or a mannequin. Yeah, you can tell there's like some visual graphics right there, and even some blackening on the legs right here. I don't think this right here is real.
Something here, or was it some?
That right there, on the other hand, man, I'm so. I honestly can't remember the last time I felt so torn about a video. If it is fake, it's very well done. It had an awesome backstory, a good creepy payoff, and it had some good realism from the cameraman. He seemed genuinely terrified by what he had captured. So much so that he didn't even return to his work for a long period of time.
Something else. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Alright, so so far that video and top 15 between those two, dang, this has been a good one. This has been a really good one already, and we haven't even seen Nuke's top 5s yet. Alright, next up is our first slapped ham video. Paranormal experts are stunned by the scary footage.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some creepy videos that seem to just get weirder and weirder. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content just like this. TikToker Dino Nuggets 741 has shared a series of videos that seems to show an eerie haunting taking place in their basement. After hearing noises and footsteps throughout their house, this homeowner began documenting the strange occurrences. At times, they swear they could see an eerie shadow figure out the corner of their eyes. In the first clip, we can see the door to the TikToker's basement. He calls out hello to no response.
Hello? Hello?
He mentions he keeps hearing strange sounds coming from the basement.
Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just want to...
Suddenly, the door slowly opens by itself.
No way, no way, oh my god, oh my god!
He goes to inspect the door, showing us that there's clearly nothing there that could have made the door accidentally open. He then shows us the stairway leading down to the basement, calling out once more to silence.
Hello? Yep, that I'm not going down.
The second clip shows us the TikToker's living room. In the distance, we can see an opening to another room. A few seconds later, we can see something eerie. Watch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What looks to be a shadowy figure appears to the left of the opening. The TikToker exclaims in surprise before quickly going towards the other room. He shows us his bedroom, which looks to be empty. He explores his closet space and bathroom, but nothing or nobody shows up. In the spine-tingling third clip, the TikToker asks his dog what's wrong.
What's the matter, buddy?
We can see his dog standing in front of the basement door looking concerned. The pup backs off as the TikToker opens the door. Immediately as he does so, we can see something to the left of frame run down the stairs, though it's hard to make out what it is.
What'd you hear, buddy?
Here it is again in slow.
I never noticed that before. I mean, I've seen this clip before, but I never noticed that before.
Motion. The man then walks downstairs but stops halfway when he hears what sounds like a child's laughter in the background. He then continues walking down, entering the basement and panning the camera around. That's when he spots something truly creepy. Watching again, there appears to be a shadowy person standing in the middle of the room. That's when the clip abruptly ends. The man has left his house in the fourth video, but left a stationary camera behind in case any paranormal activity occurs. A few moments after the clip starts...
Now, I wanted to wait until that particular clip showed to say that I still... Part of me still thinks that this is faked. Let me show you why.
Child's laughter in the background. He then continues walking down, entering the basement and...
Now watch carefully. That shadow figure that he spots that makes him run back upstairs, he actually catches it on camera before that moment. Watch.
And panning the camera around.
Right there. Now, it's possible that he didn't notice it, but it's also possible that he planted that there to give off the imagery, to give off the atmosphere and the spookiness.
That's when he spots something truly creepy. Watching again, there appears to be a shadowy person standing in the middle of the room.
Right.
He then continues walking down, entering the basement and panning the camera around.
Oh my god. It's in the corner of the room. It moved by itself. I didn't even notice that.
That's when he spots something truly creepy. Watching again, there appears to be a shadowy person standing in the middle of the room. That's when the clip abruptly ends. The man has left his house in the fourth video, but left a stationary camera behind in case any paranormal activity occurs. A few moments after the clip starts, the lights in the home's entrance...
Okay, that just made that whole entire segment even creepier than it already was.
...entrance hallway begin to flicker on and off. We then can hear what sounds like a thumping noise and the basement door swings open. A moment later, a strange black mass, perhaps a shadow, seems to move through the hallway. Crying noises can be heard also. The door then slams shut and the lights flicker once again. In the final video, the TikToker is burning sage in hopes of warding off any evil spirits. He walks towards the basement door where we can hear more loud thumping noises. Right as he opens the door, he tells the spirit that he's not afraid.
I'm not afraid, man.
He then swings the door open and we can see the stairway leading down to the basement. As he begins to make his way down, we can see what looks to be some type of ghostly figure with a pale face wearing dark clothing, standing at the bottom of the stairs. The figure is quite hard to make out, so the TikToker has provided a screenshot of it to take a look at. The TikToker then walks all the way down to the basement, the figure completely disappearing, and we can hear more crying or perhaps even laughter. He then makes his way back to the stairs where the door slams shut in front of him. This set of TikTok clips has set off quite the debate on the social media platform. Some viewers are positive that something terrifying has claimed the TikTok user's basement, and the only solutions are to either have someone bless the house or for him to move out. Others swear that these videos consist of well-orchestrated pranks. For instance, in the video with the stationary camera, some other users swear they can see a hand opening the basement door, as well as another hand switching the lights on and off. They also question why the TikTok user didn't turn on all of the lights when exploring parts of his basement. Whether these videos are fake or not is up for debate, but the TikTok user has certainly succeeded in making many viewers' hairs stand on edge.
It's got me creeped out, that's for sure.
Sometimes terrifying figures are not seen until much later, including when we re-watch old video clips and suddenly see them there. That was the case with a video uploaded by Omzel on YouTube. What was supposed to be a cute clip of a man holding a baby turned into something much more chilling. We can see a man holding a baby in the video walking slowly along a dark street. In the background is a large bright light. A few moments into the video, something very eerie happens. Watch. What looks to be a strange woman slides by in the background. Here it is zoomed in and slowed down. It almost looks like she's floating along. One viewer speculated that the being could actually be the legendary Kuntilanak, a mythological figure deriving from Indonesian folklore. This figure is also known as a white lady in other Southeast Asian cultures, a ghostly woman dressed in a white gown.
Spirit, what are you doing now? You should be a Dead by Daylight.
Who has suffered a great tragedy. The white lady is often associated with having vampiric qualities, sucking a victim's blood, or even eating his or her internal organs. If this is the case, the man in this video should definitely hold on tight to his child. When flying an aircraft, the last thing we want is for something to go horribly wrong. For one pilot, something was definitely wrong, but just what it was is hard to pinpoint. Twitter user ConspirationESP uploaded this clip for everyone to see and to try and make sense of. Take a look. 2 seconds into the video, a sudden flash of white light appears and the pilot grabs his helmet.
Smacks him right in the head.
He adjusts himself before continuing to fly. Twitter users had plenty of suggestions here. A few viewers thought that it was lightning, while others suggested some type of bullet may have whizzed past. Some even suggested it could have been a meteor fragment. Then there were those who thought the phenomenon was related to an alien craft in some way. Here it is again in slow motion. The object moves far too fast to be a bird of any kind, so
you know, whatever the case, this guy's lucky that this didn't hurt him.
What is it? Unfortunately, till more info comes to hand, this strange little clip will have to remain a mystery. Still, I'll throw it out to you, the viewer. I'd love to hear your theories on this one in the comments section below.
I'm at a loss for that one, guys.
The country of Japan is home to some of the world's best and scariest horror books, films, and TV series. At the center of many of these stories is a yurei, or a Japanese ghost. This type of ghost is believed to have died in a terrible way, such as by murder or suicide, or died without resolving issues that dealt with jealousy, revenge, or passion. Oftentimes, a yurei is portrayed as a very pale girl or woman with long, silky black hair and wearing white clothing. They haunt various dwellings, often seeking vengeance on those who have done them wrong while they were alive. In one YouTube video uploaded by A Lot of Musics, we get a potential viewing of a yurei that has petrified all who have seen it. In the video, we can see a group of friends exploring a body of water at night time. They shine a flashlight on the water, seeming to look for something. One of the friends points to a particular spot in the water where we can see some of the water bubbling. The video then cuts to a little while later where we can see that the bubbling has disappeared. The camera pans to one of the friends who continues to talk and point to the water. Watch what happens next. Watching again, as the camera turns back, a woman is now standing in the water. She has long black hair and a pale face. She's wearing what looks to be a kind of white sweater and a buttoned up blue shirt underneath. The friends panic and the camera becomes shaky. If you slow it down and zoom in, you can see what looks to be some ghostly faces reflected in the water. The woman in the water certainly resembles what is commonly perceived as a yurei, though there has been no confirmation as to who she may be exactly. Many claim this is just a short clip from a Japanese movie, but no one's been able to pinpoint which one. So what do you think? Yurei with a plot for revenge, or a clip from an unknown movie? Let us know what you think down below.
I think it's an art project. If it's not paranormal,
it's believed by many that the US military and Navy,
if it's not paranormal, it's an art project. Very well made one.
We see things that it keeps secret, such as UFO sightings. While secrecy is to be expected by the government, occasionally US officials will let citizens in on certain events and situations. That was the case when the Pentagon confirmed that a video of a suspected UFO taken by the US Navy was indeed real. YouTuber Jeremy Corbell shared the video for all to witness for themselves. Viewers can see footage of the San Diego sky, as shot in 2019. In the middle of the sky is what looks to be a kind of pyramid-shaped aircraft hovering in the air. The aircraft seems to blink its lights on and off as it floats around the sky before coming to a stop. Just like with nearly all other UFO videos on the internet, the clip has caused quite the debate among viewers. Some were sure that UFOs had finally arrived on Earth and humans' doom was impending. Others believe the Pentagon is simply lying and maybe pushing this video to distract from other, more pressing matters.
I agree with that, for sure.
For instance, there could be an even greater threat on the horizon that we can't even imagine. Perhaps only time will tell what's
his name is Biden.
Happening here and what its consequences will be. Before we take a look at some eerie security footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Also, remember to do a backflip, then click that thumbs up button.
I ain't doing a backflip, screw you.
In one TikTok video shared by Paradolia Paranormal, something weird seems to have been caught on camera. Take a look. Watching again, the chair budges before it begins to slide down the hallway, seemingly all on its own. A man comes out of a door in the hallway, sees the chair, and quickly re-enters the room in a panic. Although short, this clip has caused a stir on a number of paranormal forums. Viewers have provided some ideas for what they think is going on. Many think it's nothing more than a prank, perhaps to scare the man that we see in the clip. Others thought the chair is moving due to a gust of wind. Of course, there are many people who subscribe to the idea that what we're seeing here is within the realm of the paranormal. As always, I'll throw this out to you. What do you think's going on in this strange clip?
I'm 50-50 on this one. This one's creepy.
Now, if you want to see some more freaky videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have a massive creepy paranormal playlist right there you can binge on for hours and hours. Now, if you want to get your name scrolling along the top there, consider supporting our Patreon campaign. There's a link in the description box below.
Alright. Getting some good ones in this week, guys. These are some really good ones. Alright, next up we got Sir Spooks. 5 scared videos that will haunt your dreams. Oh boy. As if things aren't bad enough already.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos that will haunt your dreams. 5 scary...
Excuse me? You want to explain that? Grass Bigfoot?
Videos that will haunt your dreams. Imagine you're trying to relax in your room after a long day of work, but as soon as you tuck yourself under your covers, you find that some strange and unnerving things are happening in your room that are preventing you from getting your rest. That's exactly the situation that YouTube user Filters TV found himself in on May 4th, 2020. In the video, Filters films the closet door right ahead of him while laying in bed, and as you will soon discover, this closet door is anything but ordinary. Take a look at this. If the closet door opening all by itself wasn't creepy enough for Filters, then the guitar playing all on its own certainly was. The reaction he has to this happening does sound quite authentic. But the incidents did not end there, as in November of the same year, Filters experienced yet another creepy encounter while relaxing.
Hold on a second, guys. My YouTube went out on my phone.
In his bedroom.
There we go.
This time though, instead of the closet door opening by itself, this happens instead. This is certainly quite creepy. From just the video, it would appear that nobody is behind the door when the knob rattles, but how exactly is the knob rattling then? Was it just achieved with the help of editing, or was it real?
I see no edit cuts there. That would be very hard to disprove. There were no edit cuts there.
A woman on TikTok named Raj says that her and her co-workers worked the nighttime security shift at their job, starting at 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. the following morning. While on a rural road somewhere, Raj and her co-workers notice something eerie just off in the distance that only grows more terrifying the closer it gets by the second. Have a look.
When we work night security 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and we see something coming at us at midnight.
How is that? Raylan!
The co-workers can be heard discussing the matter for a few seconds before the figure in question eventually gets quite close to the parking lot, which creeps Raj and her friends out significantly, and I don't blame her. The figure looks like it could be some sort of trespasser, which wouldn't be the scariest thing in the world, but then again, it also could be something far more sinister. Let's just hope that after this incident, the figure doesn't come back a second time around, because who knows what its intentions are.
Yeah, I love how, you know, in the video it said that the figure came out at us around midnight, and it's 3 minutes after midnight here now.
YouTuber Last Leaf Studio is filming the beautiful city streets of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. The city looks to be bustling and full of life, but not all of these life forms are human. As soon as Last Leaf pans his camera behind him to start filming the pedestrian bridge, he captures something strange and unsettling hanging from the bridge. Take a look.
I still stand by it's an escaped orangutan.
This strange creature proceeds to climb underneath the bridge for about 50 seconds or so before the video eventually ends. If this video is genuine, then it's quite fascinating how it seems as if nobody else besides the YouTuber noticed this creepy figure hanging from the bridge. But perhaps people were just too busy doing their own thing to even take notice of it, which I suppose seems possible. This video was published online in July of 2016, and there have never been any updates online regarding this footage or the creature itself. If this is real, let's hope that this creature is not still lurking around today, because if it is, then who knows where it could be today? It could be anywhere, maybe even in your city. An Arabic YouTuber known as Adventures Between Monsters posted a series of lengthy Snapchat videos to his story, which seemed to focus on him exploring some creepy non-populated area nearby along with a couple of his friends. Throughout the video, not a whole lot is found during the search. The area seems to be pretty desolate and not too creepy, but that all changes very soon. While walking around outside about halfway through the video, the YouTuber and fellow explorers stumble upon something genuinely unsettling that stops them dead in their tracks.
الله هاي شايف بلمعة يا الله شو بلمع يا الله يا عمي بلمعة قول يا رب بس ما هو راح نلد اللمعة بلمعة يا زلمة مش طبيعية.
The group proceeds to stand and stare at the creature in utter bewilderment for a solid minute, before eventually attempting to move closer toward it just to see exactly what it is.
I wouldn't.
لازم زي الذهب. استنى. هينا ماشيين عليه. هاي. غلام الخريطة. والله لف علينا. يا زلمة شو هاللمعة اللي بيها هاي؟ ما فهم. نريد الخريطة. بيحكي مش تعال نلحقهم. نمشي. طلعنا جبل عالي.
Yeah, don't follow it.
إذا بي لمعة مش طبيعية. لد. امشي عمي هذا اختفى. صور بيغا.
هي قاعد بأشر النغاب.
معقول؟
والله وين شجر؟ هي وين شجرة؟
شجرة؟
شجرة الصخرة هي وين؟
طب يلا.
نقرب عليه؟
لا قال لك ختيار لا تقرب اتركه خلص. دلنا انتهى الموضوع.
You guys are lucky it's letting you walk away with your lives. Now get out of there.
هيظل متعدي.
At one point in the video, the uploader even tries to call out toward it, but doesn't get any sort of response. In fact, whatever this figure is seems to not be harmful, but we can't know for sure since they never get close enough to find out, which was definitely a wise choice. After a while, they eventually decide to pack their things and leave. Although this means we will probably never fully understand who or what this figure is, it is probably for the best that the uploader and his friends escaped while they still could.
I don't want to stick around, that's for damn sure.
A video uploaded to the YouTube channel Paranormal Planet on June 20th, 2009 depicts an investigator and his cameraman as they venture inside an ancient cave located in the town of Hallstatt, Austria. The cave is allegedly millions of years old and is over 10,000 feet above sea level, according to the description of the upload. As soon as the duo enter the cave, things get a lot creepier from that point onward. Although nothing overtly creepy happens right away, the atmosphere and isolation inside alone can be eerie enough. But these two videographers are determined to explore the cave as much as they can, and so they press on. But it's not much longer until they find something truly creepy and baffling happening right before their very eyes. Take a look.
Someone climbing up the wall. It's an iceman. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost. Oh my God. Ooh. It must be thousands of years old. Where'd it go?
Amazingly, instead of sounding scared or creeped out, the cameraman sounds quite fascinated and amazed more than anything else. It also appears that there are a number of other visitors exploring the same cave, but none of them seem to notice the figure climbing the walls. Just the videographer. So, what do you think? Is this authentic footage of some sort of ghostly figure climbing the walls of an ancient cave? Or is this just a piece of fake footage? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
If it's a fake, it's a good fake.
And that was 5 scary videos that will haunt your dreams. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then
Alright. Our next video from Slapped Ham tonight is intense scary clips that'll mess you up.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary clips that are sure to give you the chills. So as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
A lot of people throughout the course of history have believed that their homes are haunted, but not many people have been able to capture proof of the spooky events that plague them. Rusty Johnson of Fayetteville, North Carolina is one of a few lucky or unlucky enough to have been able to record his home's paranormal activity. After returning home one day, almost a year after moving into the apartment, Rusty got an eerie feeling in his home, as if someone were watching him. The feeling was intense and sent chills all over his body. When he entered his kitchen, he was surprised to discover quite a few things out of place. This, combined with the weird feeling that he just couldn't shake, was enough to prompt him to check the recently recorded footage from the security cameras in his home. The footage gave Randy an answer, but not the one he was hoping for. Instead of discovering a logical explanation for the moved objects, Randy found even more questions. The footage shows several objects falling from the counters to the floor, despite the fact there's clearly no one in the kitchen. Utensils and papers fall from various spots on the counters over the course of about a minute. Because the objects fall from different spots and different directions, it seems unlikely that something innocuous, like the wind, could be responsible for the bizarre movements. Randy has no idea what to make of the footage. The terrified feeling that came over him when he entered the apartment that day has made him quite ill at ease. In fact, he's contemplating moving to get away from the terrifying entity that seems to have taken up residence in his once peaceful home. TikToker UFOs OVNI has uploaded a small clip of some scary activity that's caused quite a stir among the paranormal community. The clip shows some people visiting a local mausoleum, possibly in an attempt to contact spirits. At the mausoleum, we can see a small shrine behind a pane of glass. The shrine is made up of a few candles, a doll, and other objects placed on a shelf, where the deceased has been interred. According to the video's caption, this spot in the mausoleum is the grave of a little girl. The group stands in front of the glass, using what appears to be a Tibetan singing bowl or mortar and pestle to perform some kind of ritual. One member of the group moves his hands in a circular motion just above the bowl, while the camera records the shrine. It's unclear what the purpose of this ritual is, but it would appear the spirits have certainly taken notice. Watch what happens. The group is startled when the doll resting on the shelf suddenly falls to the ground. It doesn't merely fall, it seems to launch itself from the shelf and lands just a few feet away from the wall. The group quickly runs away from the tomb and the possibly possessed doll.
That was not gravity.
Unfortunately, this clip is short and we weren't able to find a longer source. The fact that the doll moved inside a sealed mausoleum has left most viewers stunned. Could this bizarre incident have been caused by the ghost of a little girl? If so, what's she trying to communicate by tossing her toy towards the unsuspecting viewers?
Maybe she wants to be left
Perhaps she was
alone.
angry at being disturbed or just trying to be playful. Without further evidence, these questions remain unanswered. Hold on to your hats, because this TikTok video from user Danny F. Donahue might just send you running for the hills. The footage begins with a couple who seems to have been awoken by strange noises in their bedroom.
Maybe it's starting.
The man gets up and heads towards the closet where the noises are originating. There he finds a jacket that's apparently been tossed to the floor by an unknown entity. The coat is lying perfectly flat on the floor a few feet away from the rod, so it's unlikely to have simply fallen. As he investigates the closet for any sign of how the jacket ended up on the floor, he hears a strange creaking sound from behind him. He turns only to find that another door has mysteriously opened. He closes the door, then turns to close the closet that originally caused all of these problems. When he turns around to return to bed, the video takes a terrifying turn. Watch what happens. The door to the closet is once again open, but this time a terrifying face is staring out at him. The face is white with glowing eyes and a terrifying expression.
Okay. Objectively. Now I can look at this objectively and say that that's clearly CGI editing. You can see where some of the details kind of getting cut off right here, right there. Now, that initial jolt, that was true fear, but it's only because this was a well-made edited video.
It looks purely demonic. The man quickly slams the door shut and runs back towards the bed, clearly horrified by what he's just witnessed. Just as the clip ends, we can hear a deep, guttural sound that sounds vaguely like demonic laughter. Whatever terrifying entity is inhabiting this home, it seems to have nefarious intentions. This couple would be well advised to find a new place to live, far away from this terrifying presence. It doesn't take demonic faces or spine-chilling screams to make a freaky video. Sometimes, like in this clip from Redditor Confusion, something quite mundane can be just as creepy to watch. This video was recorded on a home security camera. The homeowner consulted the video after mysteriously finding a shoe in the middle of the kitchen floor, with no idea how it got there. After watching the video, he still doesn't know. Watch. The footage shows him walking across the room. When he reaches the middle of the floor, the shoe mysteriously appears just behind his feet. There's clearly no one else in the room who could have placed it there. Often, when an object seems to appear mysteriously in a video, it's because of a glitch in the camera. However, because we see the homeowner walking across the floor without any frames being skipped, a glitch couldn't have caused the shoe to appear. Additionally, if we watch the video in slow motion, you can rule out the possibility that the man accidentally kicked the shoe into frame. A close look shows that the shoe is nowhere to be seen before it mysteriously appears. The homeowner is avid that the footage is unedited, so what could possibly be happening in this strange video? Some viewers believe that some sort of glitch in the fabric of reality must have caused the shoe to mysteriously appear. So what explanations can you come up with? Let me know your theories in the comment section down below.
I have no idea. I got nothing on that.
Home security cameras are a great source for creepy footage. In this clip, shared to Reddit by Blackie0127, something truly mysterious seems to be taking place. The footage was shot late at night as the clip is in night vision mode. It seems to be raining or snowing heavily. Despite the precipitation, it isn't hard to spot why the homeowners are freaked out by this footage. Watch what happens. Right through the middle of the yard, we can see a single figure walk right past the camera. It disappears as suddenly as it appeared. few seconds later, the figure seems to walk by again, appearing and disappearing in the same spots.
Waiting and see it. See it, there it is again. It just disappears as it kind of fades
That's
off camera.
weird.
The figure is humanoid in shape, but walks with its shoulders rounded as if hunched over. The figure seems to be partially transparent, so its features are unclear.
Waiting and see it. See it, there it is again.
The figure appears to be a pale grey colour, but because the footage is in night vision mode, it's impossible to know for sure.
Waiting and see it. See it, there it is again.
The homeowners who captured this footage have no explanation for the terrifying figure that walked through their yard late one night. Viewers have suggested that it could be some sort of residual energy from someone who died in the home, doomed to retrace their steps over and over again.
Waiting and see it. See it, there it is again. It just disappears.
As always, I'll throw this one out to you, the viewer. What do you think's going on in this mysterious clip? Let me know your theories down below.
Waiting and see it. See it, there it is again.
Wow, I don't know.
Disappears.
When paranormal activity appears, some people are terrified. Others, like Redditor Nut and Nice One, don't mind as much if they have a little of the supernatural in their lives. This video was recorded on a home security camera showing the living room of a home. Two women are relaxing on the couch watching TV, when suddenly something unusual happens. Take a look.
But yeah, she did.
A cabinet door mysteriously swings open. The women clearly didn't open it, and there's no one else around who could have caused it to open. Viewers of the video are less interested in the possible poltergeist than in the woman's nonchalant attitude towards a possible haunting in their home.
Okay, alright. Come on with it. Come on. I'm with you.
She's initially a little surprised with the cabinet opening, but quickly makes her peace and lets the spirit know she's okay with their presence in the home.
I'm with you, spirit. I'm with you. Are you a demon or are you a good spirit? Oh, you are? Okay, cool.
Hopefully the woman's welcoming attitude pays off and the poltergeist sticks to harmless pranks like opening doors. If not, the homeowner might end up regretting her choice to welcome the spirit into her home.
It wanted us to see. Okay, alright. Come on with it. Come on. I'm with you. Oh my gosh, that is so creepy. I'm with you, spirit.
Before we take a look at some eerie security footage, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there. Runs with Scissors is another Redditor who doesn't seem fazed by paranormal activity. That's just because it seems to happen in their house all the time. In this particular instance, the Redditor captured something spooky on the backyard security camera. The footage was shot after dark in night vision mode. The backyard is surrounded by a wall and fence, so it would be difficult for anyone or anything to make their way into the space. However, that doesn't seem to be an issue for one entity, as it appears to simply walk through the wall and disappear into the darkness in the back corner of the yard. According to the uploader, the structure in the back of the yard is an old well house. The strange figure looks to almost manifest out of thin air. Several viewers have commented that the figure seems to move in an unnatural way, seeming to glide over the ground. The Redditor who captured this footage claims that numerous strange events have happened around the house. Neighbours have reported feeling uneasy walking past the house at night time. The homeowner believes that the yard might contain some sort of portal. The homeowner said that while digging in their yard one day, they came across a burnt-out motorhome that had been buried in the backyard. So could these strange occurrences be explained by a portal to another dimension? Could the home be haunted by a ghost or other entity? Watch the footage again and come to your own conclusions.
Alright. Well, everyone, it's the last video, which means you know what it's time for. Time for ya boy, Nuke's Top 5.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Found footage. Paranormal investigator Joe from the YouTube channel Afterlife Paranormal Investigations is joined by his friend Rob as they explore a creepy abandoned farmhouse in Brownstown, Michigan. The guys are hoping to have a paranormal encounter, but first they capture a very strange encounter with an angry bee.
There's this fly that... Is that a fly or a beetle? Keeps coming near my light. Oh, it's a bee, dude. It's a bee. I know, dude. It's like, leave us alone.
Yeah, someone that has a fear of bees, that's scary enough for me.
I can hear it, dude.
That thing's like, I'm getting
It sounds
chilled.
As they investigate, they start to pick up some very bizarre K2 EMF readings.
Dude, where did that bee go? Oh my god, dude. K2. It is going out of control.
But then, the two investigators capture something without even knowing. Something they just can't explain.
Alright, we're getting ready to check out the upstairs and see if we can even stand on these floors, but it looks sketchy. That bee, dude, is not like leaving us alone. This bee keeps trying to attack us. I wish we had some spray to kill it. Man.
This really can pop up.
You good, dude?
There it is.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Man.
This really can pop up.
You good, dude? There it is. You good, dude?
Yeah, that mist right there. Right here.
There it is.
Did you see it? A strange mist or smoke-like apparition seems to form right in front of them. Oddly enough, the two investigators can't even see it. Joe later explained that he had no idea what he had just captured, and to his great regret, he just stopped recording, completely unaware of the amazing evidence that he was capturing on camera. So just what do you think this odd dark mist could be? Let me know. You can check out this full investigation over on Joe's YouTube channel, Afterlife Paranormal Investigations. A turn for the worse. Paranormal investigators Kuram and Shahid from the YouTube channel Saya Official travel to an abandoned farmhouse in Punjab, Pakistan that is said to be extremely haunted by an evil entity. The entire property is haunted, but especially one particular tree that seems to trigger aggressive supernatural activity when approached. The man says that 3 of his children mysteriously became very ill after they had been playing underneath the tree. Their hands and feet became locked in a twisted, painful position, and they couldn't move them. The farm owner also became ill and suffered the exact same fate. His hands and feet became twisted in pain. The helpless, terrified family soon deserted the farmhouse and just never returned. Kuram and Shahid were called in to investigate the extreme haunting of the farm. Now, just so you know what's going on, the loud aerial noise that can be heard in this footage is explained by Kuram and Shahid to be the sounds of a Muslim religious event that is taking place in the same month they are investigating. So, when the two friends begin exploring the property, it doesn't take long before they start to experience the alleged extreme haunting for themselves.
ये देखें अस्तगफिरुल्लाह अल्लाहु अकबर यार पूरा उधर जाके दिखाओ यार खुरम ये पहले इसका आगे वाला बोनर हिला है ये देखो दोबारा दरवाजा बंद हो गया फिर दरवाजा बंद हो गया खुरम यार अल्लाहु अकबर ये देखें ये खिड़की खुली हुई है मुझे लग रहा है ये हवा की क्रॉसिंग की वजह है देखें असल में हवा की क्रॉसिंग हो रही है जिसकी वजह से ना यार खुरम ये मेरे पीछे पता नहीं क्या चीज़ आके लगी है
A car sitting on the farm's property begins to shake on its own and something heavy is thrown and hits Shahid in the back.
इसकी वजह से ना
They don't know it yet, but things are just going to get worse from here.
अल्लाह यार खुरम यार ये इसकी आवाज आई थी यार ये पलटी है
My fight or flight is starting to
यहाँ पड़ी हुई थी हाँ इधर पड़ी हुई थी
A wooden hay cart is flipped into the air and falls violently. The two investigators are shocked, but they continue to explore the area. What happens next is just bizarre.
ओ ये देखें खुरम ये देखें ये सिंक भी टूटा हुआ है आवाज़ आई है खुरम इधर से सुनिए आपने हाँ जी
Did you see it?
सुनिए आपने हाँ जी आवाज़ आई है खुरम इधर से सुनिए आपने हाँ जी
Did you see?
सुनिए आपने हाँ जी
Did you see it?
I didn't. Oh man.
Shahid looks into an old dirty mirror when he hears a sound and the two investigate.
I saw it then. His reflection didn't turn.
Investigators turn around, but Shahid's reflection doesn't move. His own face seems to be staring back at him as he turns and moves toward the unexplained sound. Completely unaware of what just happened, Shahid and Karam set out to find the source of the mysterious noise.
क्या आप अपनी मौजूदगी का एहसास दोबारा दिला सकते हैं क्या बगैर नुकसान पहुंचाए शाहिद क्या हुआ खुरम इधर से किसी ने झांका है इधर से शाहिद इधर से किसी ने झांका है इधर से कोई देख रहा था
The two investigators ask for the dark presence to appear, and they get exactly what they wish for. A strange figure can be seen throwing something at the team from the other side of the property. When they run over, there's no one there. The creepy apparition has simply disappeared. The team decides to split up, and Shahid goes into one of the old farm buildings and heads upstairs. He sets up a static camera and lies down on an old bed frame. It did not go well. The heavy bed frame suddenly flips over, throwing Shahid to the floor. The terrified investigator just gets up and makes a run for it. After this horrifying experience, the team decides they've pretty much had enough, and they decide to call it a night. Now, real or not, The metal frame of that bed and Shahid's weight combined would have been extremely heavy and difficult to lift off the floor. So this footage is without a doubt incredibly strange and very creepy. I'm not sure I have an explanation, but maybe you do. Is it real, or is it all just a very elaborate hoax?
There ain't no hoax.
You decide. You can watch this full 2-part series over on the YouTube channel, Saya Official. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Meanwhile, on TikTok. Anonymous TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor claims that he works as a building maintenance man for a large apartment complex that was built in the late 1700s. Now, back in those days, the basement of the building contained cheap live-in apartments for hundreds of poor occupants. But now, after years of restorations and remodeling, the basement is left empty and abandoned. TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor says that many of his co-workers and even current residents of the building have heard and seen some very strange things. In fact, after many residents started reporting that they heard crying, giggling, and even screaming coming from the basement, the anonymous TikTok user and building maintenance man was forced to start checking out the creepy basement for intruders on a regular basis. He records his experiences and shares them on TikTok. His curious TikTok followers believe that the spirits of restless children might actually haunt the basement, and they request that the TikTok user leave a toy in the basement. So he does, and that's when things get truly bizarre.
I brought a little toy. Hopefully the ghost likes it. I think it's a child. I'm hearing a lot of stuff down here. No.
The toy truck suddenly turns on as if someone or something touched it. After this creepy experience, the activity in the basement only seems to intensify. The TikToker begins to hear movements and giggling when he goes down on his daily inspections. And then, one day, he captures something downright chilling. A young child can be seen peeking at the frightened TikToker from behind a wall, and then the video cuts out. So, is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide.
Given how many people that are complaining about it, I'm gonna lean towards real.
In another video, TikTok user Maddie Bark believes that a dark entity followed her home after she went on a paranormal investigation at a cemetery. She says that she's seen something strange in her yard on a regular basis, and that whatever it is, it appears to be getting closer and closer to her house. One night, she's shocked when something appears right at her front door.
Maggie? Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie? What the fuck? Oh my god. Did he just move? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is he out there? Do you see anything? No, I don't see anything. Her clock. It looked like it turned and walked away. The only place it could have gone is through this. Oh my god.
A pale, translucent figure can be seen looking into the window of Maddie's front door. It then seems to move to the side and suddenly disappear into thin air. Maddie and her sister open the front door, but no one there. What makes this footage even stranger is that there's nowhere for this mysterious figure to have gone. There are several steps up and a tall guardrail right beside the door. So again, is it real? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. 3 haunted houses. YouTube user MegaSquirrel64Gamer has this entire YouTube channel dedicated to gaming videos and occasional vlogs. But there's one video on his channel that's very different. In the video, the YouTuber explains that his dad got a delivery and opened the front door to receive it. On the door, there's a security camera, which is now filming the inside of the house, near the living room. The camera captures something downright chilling.
Oh, I've seen this clip before. Yeah, the mysterious third person.
Did you see it? YouTube user MegaSquirrel64Gamer explains that his mom and dad were the only ones present during the recording of this video. So, just who or what is sitting on the couch next to his mom? The gamer has no idea what this bizarre apparition could be, and to this day, the video remains unexplained. But what do you think this might be? Let me know down in the comments. In another video of an...
Now, it's creepy, yes. But who's to say it's not just an artifact from when his mom might have been sitting there earlier?
alleged haunted house, Sylvia C. from England says that she's been dealing with aggressive poltergeist activity ever since she played around with a Ouija board.
Hi guys.
Why does this kind of stuff surprise people anymore? When you mess around with Ouija boards, you have to deal with the consequences.
I've just put the camera on. There's a lot of activity tonight in the kitchen.
I will never use one.
Keeps banging that cupboard door. It just happens all the time. Don't know what to do.
Sylvia says that the house she lives in was built on top of an old British coal mine. She now fears that whatever dark spirit she unleashed during her Ouija board session might be trying to harm her.
That plate's moving. That plate. I'm scared to
You dare to knock on the door. Now the door is open.
Can you see that? That plate is moving. Oh my god.
No sympathy.
Just broke that plate. Oh my god, guys. Spirit in the kitchen, why did you do that?
As the strange activity only seems to intensify, Sylvia starts to set up static cameras around her house. The kitchen cabinet slams shut with such force that it appears to shake the entire kitchen. Another night, and the terrifying activity starts up again. Sylvia, understandably, starts to freak out just a bit.
Hi guys, still activity in the kitchen.
Guys, I heard things happening in the kitchen again. That cutlery's moving. I saw that tin was moving. I saw that tin move. Oh my god, that one's just moved. Spirit in the kitchen. Why are you moving things again? Oh, I better get out. Please don't move it. Cutlery. Please don't throw a knife. Spirit in the kitchen. Oh my god. Let's just shut that door. Washing machine. Oh, spirit in the kitchen. What? Oh no, guys, let's just move that chair.
Oh god, I can't take it. Oh god, guys, I'm so scared.
But nothing prepares Sylvia for what happens next.
Cutlery's moving. God.
A sharp knife flies from the countertop and lands very near her feet. Sylvia says that she is now worried for her safety. She is currently trying to move to a new home. You can watch even more creepy videos of the terrifying activity in Sylvia's home
Again, I don't feel sorry for her one bit.
over on her YouTube channel, Sylvia C. This next creepy video was sent in to me by a Nuke Stop By viewer. However, the source of the mysterious footage is unknown. So the story goes that the residents of a house are being tormented by terrifying poltergeist activity. In an attempt to capture proof of the strange events, they leave a camera running overnight. What they catch on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Whoa. What was that? What was that? That. You have to be very... Yeah, that. What is that? I have no explanation for that one.
I probably don't need to ask, but did you see it? Objects on the table appear to be moving on their own, and a light slowly bends over. But then, for just a split second, some bizarre dark shape appears to be standing at the table. The figure only appears for 2 frames of video, and then seems to become translucent before disappearing completely. A few seconds later, and the figure can be seen again, this time in the kitchen. Now, I'm certainly not saying that this is 100% real paranormal footage, and without the original source, we'll never know. But it's definitely very creepy. The Devil's Backbone. YouTuber Luis Manuel Mote from the YouTube channel Terror al Extremo travels to El Espinazo del Diablo, which translates to the Devil's Backbone. The road is one of the most dangerous highways in Mexico. The motorway is infamous for its treacherous curves, sudden ravines, and steep climbs and drops between mountains. Undeniably, the road has seen its fair share of tragic accidents, and the highway is believed to be very haunted. Luis is joined by his friend and cameraman Odin as they explore several abandoned buildings on the Devil's Road. Soon after they arrive, Luis begins to explain to the audience where they are. Little do the 2 men know that they have already captured something very strange.
Ok, pues ya estamos aquí dentro de este lugar. Vamos a ver, ¿no? Es que de verdad sí estoy sugestionado. Venimos con un poco de miedo. Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué encontramos en este lugar. Se presenta detrás de cámaras su amigo Dean, familia. Y su amigo y servidor, Luis Manuel. Su amigo Dean, familia. Y su amigo y servidor,
A pale figure can be seen walking in the distance, barely visible on camera. Now it should be noted the 2 friends are in a remote area, far away from any cities or towns, which makes this capture even more bizarre. As they begin their exploration and walk through one of the abandoned structures, The two are spooked by something they can't explain.
Paso. Uy, fue atrásito de nosotros saliendo. Patearon algo, ¿no? Sí. Pero no había nada. Solamente esta lata. No inventes, ya me saqué de onda, ¿eh? Es que allá arriba no hay ni para dónde se echen a correr. Si es que hay vivos aquí. Mira, hay una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño.
Oh, I heard that. Oh boy.
No inventes, Odín. Mira, hay una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño. No inventes, Odín.
I keep my eye on that hole in that little window fabric.
Pero, güey, no hay nada aquí.
A can falls on its own, and soon after, an eerie moan can be heard just before a door slams shut. Luis and Odin begin to get the feeling that they're not alone, and someone or something is following them. Their suspicions are soon confirmed when they witness something with their own eyes. Something chilling.
¿Será de arriba de los árboles? ¿Qué soy yo de ese lado? Por arriba. ¿Alguien se oyó por atrás? ¿Qué será? No sé. Hay algo en el árbol, ¿ya viste? Alúmbrale, alúmbrale. Sí. ¿Ya lo viste? Luis. ¿Sí lo agarraste? Alcancé a verlo, pero se lo por ahí.
Another moan can be heard coming from somewhere out of the darkness. Then they both see a pale figure walking in the distance near the ruins of some abandoned structures. When they explore the area, they find nothing and no one. So did Luis and Odin capture the paranormal activity that people claim has been haunting the Devil's Backbone Highway? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full investigation and many more creepy videos over on the YouTube channel Terror al Extremo.
Gee, I don't know, man. I want to say I'm leaning towards real. For the purpose of the first paranormal sighting, the fact that they didn't plan on capturing the entity that first time, and there was and it seemed like a genuine capture.
Thanks for watching. By the way, there's a video that some of you might not have seen because it was taken down for a bit over a week because of a weird copyright thing. But the copyright thing is all worked out now and the video's back up. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. Or if you...
Top 5, what was it?
Have seen it,
Top 5 scary videos of ghosts, creatures, and blah blah blah. Could this be? Yeah, I've already seen this one. All right. I was thinking, hey, maybe we're gonna get a bonus, a double of Nuke's top 5, but nope, it's a video I've already seen. Just as well though, I guess, because this one was really creepy. Yeah, all the clips, all the videos we watched today were pretty good. There wasn't one I saw that I was able to look at and say, oh, come on, that's an obvious fake. So yeah, I'm glad that, you know, there's a lot of variety in this one. But yeah, if you enjoyed, leave a like, because it helps me out. You know, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and you know, share this video around. You know, share it on social media. You know, get my name around there and all that, because you know, there's a lot of people who don't know about my content. Oh no. Oh my. That's not good. Alright, but yeah, anyway, all seriousness now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Take care.